Today on PTL, Edward Gaming, SKT, and AHQ kick off their summer splits. Kobe and DeFicio break down the biggest LCS roster changes, plus Freak battles Gordon Hayward, Chandler Riggs, and more in the PTL FL4. So protect your retinas, because Primetime League starts right now.
Triple kill, Theocles comes back alive, quadra kill for Deft. He's going so aggressive, the pentakill from TNT.
This is going to be an interesting season, isn't it?
It sure is.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Primetime League. I am Rivington Bism III, along with David Freak Churley, and we're here behind this brand new desk to cover the world of competitive League of Legends gameplay.
And the LCS summer split starts up tomorrow in Europe and in North America on Saturday. But since the LCK, LPL, and LMS have already started playing games, we've got a lot of ground to cover. So let's get cracking.
Okay, Nutcracker. So we'll start things off over in China, where Spring Split and MSI champions Edward Gaming had taken down King 2-0 earlier, but they had a tougher time against Vici Gaming in the LPL's first week of summer action. And you thought these guys would have been riding high off their MSI finish and just continuing that power.
Well, starting up in this game, it's pretty darn good. It's a great tower dive at the very start. Good job, Bamey. Helps get the kill after a great gank from Clear Love, and looks like all's going according to plan for EDG.
All's going well. Rinse and replete. Clear Love will come around behind again, and it should be okay, right?
Should be okay. Problem is, Azir's a pretty darn good team fighter, and he's fighting under his own turret as well. So Heatong going absolutely massive in this battle, picks up 2. He's going to pick up some more as the fight goes on.
Absolutely ridiculous stuff. EDG thought they really had their head on the game here. They were the ones in the lead, but a pentakill will kind of change things around, and Heatong really brought Vici back in with that one.
He did a lot, and a great equalizer comes in as well. You think this fight would keep going well for Vici Gaming, but Edward Gaming, just honestly, they have other plans for this game. Even though Heatong gets a great start, he's going to do pretty well. EDG just gets a whole lot of cleanup, and Amazing J getting through the Sand Soldiers. And this flash from Heatong, well, the jump, I guess, not going to matter.
Does not matter indeed. A great teleport, as you were saying there, from Amazing J to come in. Perfect Gnar form there to pick up game 1. You can see Heatong a little setback there by losing the pentakill game.
Yeah, it's pretty rare you lose a game after that whole thing happens. But, you know, Vici Gaming wants to come back a little bit on this one. And it starts out, though, well for Edward Gaming. The mid-Varus from Pawn actually has a great start to this one.
That it does. Pawn in for game 2 here, trying to bring out what he could to bring a second win in. But Vici had some different ideas about this game as Clear Love gets taken down on the Baron attempt.
Yeah, Desperation Baron actually only ties the gold up at the fight afterwards. Such a limp in by EDG means that Vici can do a whole lot for themselves, picking up a couple kills off this one, and then more pushing coming on in. Poor Pawn can't do anything.
Amazing, trying to put his hooves down, if you will, going into that fight, but you can just see Vici too far ahead in this game, and they're able to clean up EDG.
Dandy and Carry just removing the mid laner for Edward Gaming. Pawn he tries to cut away. He doesn't die at the very start, but simply cannot put the carry pants on at all. And Vici Gaming actually take down the defending #1 team in the world, really.
It's got to feel very good for them and a great start to their split. As we move on, QG versus LGD. And QG kind of coming out of nowhere in these games, playing very strong.
It's a very good start to them, a 5-man tower dive. And
only 4 minutes in.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a pretty aggressive thing, but, you know, really good tower juggling and great heal from TNT. They pick up 2 kills and get out without a death. That's impressive stuff.
A little miscommunication here. God V thinking, I got the cleanup. I'm going to be the janitor here. And he gets swept under the rug, too.
Yeah, it actually ends up giving 2 more kills over to QG here. This hook. Yep, not slippery enough is
the real death sentence coming through. Great plays so far by these guys. Acorn coming in on the TP home guard Hecarim to start this one.
Yeah, they're off by 10 kills, and they also engage a little bit too early, so one person dies before Acorn even arrives, and that means it's nice and easy cleanup. TNT, he's picked up 3, he's picked up 4, and even though TNT is an ADC, more like an ACDC in this one, he's dynamite.
Man, this desk is going to hurt this season. The Nexus goes down. You can see didn't even have to be taken down there by QG. They come up with a very big win in game 1. Pretty dominant there. As they move into game 2, LGD would try to change things up. 8 minutes here as we start Dragon.
And here we go. Dragon Temp is getting pretty darn low. The first blood comes through. QG once again starting this out so well. And how impressive is this QG lineup coming in from the challenger scene? up a game against the number 2 team from last split. And oh, poor Flame.
Poor Flame getting caught out. You saw Doinby just a second ago on your screen. Loving everything that's happening right now for this team. And still continuing on 22 minutes into this one. They have quite a lead. And here at 33 minutes in. That bind.
Yeah, Imp more like limp in this one, just crushed by all the dive. I mean, they're up so much gold at this point, it's pretty easy to make that dive, but once some kind of CC lands, kill someone in the back line, push all the way through. And QG, what a great start to the season for these guys.
Absolutely. I feel like a lot of these teams that kind of come out strong will explode for a while until people figure them out.
Yeah.
But I like that people can actually contest EDG as well at their position.
Honestly, it's very impressive. I love that these splits are so close and that even the top dogs are getting taken down.
That's right. We're going to have to watch and keep an eye on the LPL. And with that first week complete, here is a look at the current standings in the LPL. Right now, EDG, Master 3, QG, and Snake are all tied for first place, with Invictus right behind them.
And even though we're only 1 week in, it's still surprising to see LGD near the bottom of the table, along with Team King and Team WE, all teams that would do pretty well overall. Of course, it's still early, and there are 10 more weeks of matches coming up.
And now let's head across the studio where Freak and Kobe take us into the first week of the LCK.
Thank you very much, Riv. Now, here's what's been happening over in Korea, starting off with newcomer Anarchy taking on Najin EM Fire. Now, Najin had a pretty middling season overall last time around, and Anarchy's new. Who knows who could win?
Yeah, Anarchy, such an exciting team, just relying on their skills. Very little support staff.
Yeah, and it starts out with OQ having a pretty rough time. It's very close in gold, but Songyun, great start, kills off OQ. Okay, Anarchy looking all right here. Big gold lead, 4,000 up. Should be all right. Mickey's doing well on LeBlanc, but Goong on Kassadin crushes this fight.
Oh, man, yeah. Such a good 3-man knock up there to start it off as well from Rek'Sai. Here comes the chase down, though. OQ getting in pretty close.
And yeah, he goes down. Okay, so a double kill for Mickey. Mickey's obviously very good, but double kill as well for Goong. And it starts going much better for Najin. They've tied the gold up. One more big team fight. Great explosive cast to stop the escape from Gnar. The fight goes quite well.
Yep, collapsing here on the Dragon. There's the Janna ultimate to reset the fight, but the chase continues.
And Lyra trying to get away. Goong, though, on the chase is still Kassadin. And OQ is on Vayne, which means cleanup potential all over the place here.
Yep, 2 of the best champions for chasing people down, and he's going to flash forward to clean up the rest of the kills.
Nice triple kill for OQ. 5 for only a couple. Great fight. That's going to be Dragon number 5, number 2 for Najin and the game. 47 minutes in. All right, Najin holding on to the seats pretty well. Game 2, though, Anarchy feeling a lot better.
Yeah, with their backs against the walls, the new kids decide to go hard. Here comes Lyra on the invisible Evelyn, coming in for the flash to help get that kill. And Mickey going to escape with his life as well.
Yeah, good cleanse, but just certainly not enough. And now dash number 1, dash number 2, dash number 3. Who needs skill shots? Mickey takes him down. Flash not required. Mickey's honestly doing amazing. Another great dash into the charm. Takes another kill. Goodbye, OQ. Mickey, this mid laner for Anarchy, quite amazing. Najin go for a desperation Baron in this one, and Anarchy able to answer.
Yeah, Mickey just creating plays all over the place. Coming back from China after playing, and right at home here in the LCK, taking down another game here. Can they finish off the last... Ooh.
No, OQ lose, but you know what? Who cares? Nexus goes down. That one can't Valkyrie your way, so 1-for-1 Anarchy ties up the series. Now into game 3, and it's Mickey. Certainly not much of a mouse in this game.
All right, so last game, good performance. This game, amazing performance. That's an S+Z for you right there. Solo kill. First time is going to be a little bit hard. Second time, a bit easier.
Deathmark. Oh, land the Q. Fade away Q. Why not? Easy peasy. Takes a turret shot. Doesn't matter. Mickey absolutely crushing. 100% KP in this game. He's going to end this one 10-0 and 10. Spoiler alert, one more kill comes in. Yeah. MVP performance right there. 10-0, 10, 300 CS. Beautiful.
Absolutely taking over the game. Really, really big play there from the mid lane.
And then, of course, while Anarchy may have won that series, it seemed to light Najin's fire as they face the Ku Tigers afterwards. Another best of 3. It's going to be an incredibly good match. The second place team from last split, Ku Tigers, you feel like they do really well. Najin just lost, but guess what?
Hey man, it's summer split. Watch does not like to lose when you're getting close to Worlds. Comes in with a gank here. First blood for OQ. That's very nice for Vayne.
Vayne with gold. Vayne winning a lane. That's always pretty hard. And it just keeps going well. This is actually engaged into a 2v4. But the Alistair stun buys him enough time to not die in the counter engage.
4-man combo right there for the knockup. They just call in the teleport. Everybody collapses for Najin, and they chase down the extra kills.
Poor Prey knocked into the wall. 2 kills picked up. Even Goon shows up for good measure, and Najin really firing out strong in game 1. They closed the game in 37 minutes, 17-4 in kills.
Yeah, in control of that game the entire time. Game 2, though, Ku not gonna let it go the same way.
34 minutes, very slow game, only 2 kills. A Death Brush, not bad for Najin EM Fire. They force Smeb out, they knock him down. Life a bit painful for Ku Tiger. Starts out 3-0. They get another pickup, 4-0. Get, I think, 1 more kill in this fight. Great charm on the Prey. Make that 5-0. Wow, what a good start for Najin.
Surprise! Vision control around Baron, and they get a pretty big lead. However, here come the Ku Tigers, and Duke gets caught out a little bit. Now, a lot of health down on the tank before any answer from Najin.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't even root the Black Shield of Gragas, so a very good start. And once again, Kuro, Kassadin cleanup, a really good thing. And Ku Tiger start getting farther and farther in. Another hard dive. They try to take down Prey, but Prey doesn't go down.
He is magnificent this game. 100% kill participation as it goes on. Really, really big game there from Prey.
So pickup after pickup after pickup. All the long-range damage of Corki and the cleanup of Kassadin just ends up working out as the hard dives do not succeed. A long game, only 13 kills total, but Ku Tigers tie this one up. So once again, on to game 3. Najin EM Fire, can you do it?
Looks like another move down bottom, and Vayne gonna get off to another good start.
All right, first blood onto Gorilla. Poor flashless Annie. Not a happy place to be. Najin going to feel good about this one, but a nice chase by Kuro. Double kill off the Lulu.
Yeah, they've got him on the run, but Goom here on one of his favorite champions, Ahri, still putting up a pretty strong fight on the exit.
And the blue elixir means wisdom goes down. And also, yeah, Kuro didn't do a good job of that one either. Blue elixir Ahri, a lot of damage.
Here come the Righteous Glory engages, though, and Najin going to sideswipe Ku this time.
Yeah, early stuns coming across, and just the cleanup is there because, by the way, OQ is on Vayne, and this team is up a few thousand gold. The cleanup absolutely real here. No one can stop OQ.
The Vayne crits are very real. Going to be able to clean up Smeb as well. Chase him down. There's the flash tumble.
Houses can't even stop Vayne. So 3 members standing alive. They walk on in. Another very long one, 51 minutes and 20 seconds, but Najin EM Fire end up winning a series against Ku Tiger, so a very exciting season ahead of us now in Korea.
Ku do not look like their former selves. They have really struggled post Cinderhulk.
And even with a new jungler as well. But with 1 week down plus the 2 games from this morning, here's a look at the current LCK standings. Jinair and CJ Entis are sitting in first and second, with SKT right behind them.
KT Rolster and Najin EM Fire round out the rest of the top 5, and the Ku Tigers are down at number 7. But it's still early, and those standings probably are going to see some more change in the coming weeks.
Absolutely going to be the case. Now, before AHQ Esports Club came along and shocked the LMS Spring Playoffs, the number 1 and 2 teams in that league were the Flash Wolves and the Taipei Assassins. Let's see how they fared against each other over in week 1. All right, regular season number 1, Flash Wolves. Regular season number 2, Taipei Assassins. They meet again. Who's going to do well in the summer split? TPA starting out well, 2-1 in kills. Dragon Steel 2-1 in that. And here comes the fight.
Yeah, good start there for Domo. Replacing wins comes in, secures a dragon, and they're going to be able to pick up the team fight right after.
And good chomp by Chawi and a 3-0 battle plus a Dragon Steel. Big lead TPA. Can they pull it through? Desperation Baron for Flash Wolves to turn it back around. They get the Baron.
Over the wall, Maple jumps into the pit. There's 1 kill, and they're not going to let him get away. Cataclysm to lock in Urgot.
So clean up Azir doing nicely, and honestly, Maple getting better and better. How about a hard engage? How about a TP where he gets the move speed from Sivir as well, and a Righteous Glory? Here comes the battle, and in a perfect choke for them.
Straight onto the front line here. Another Cataclysm locking everybody in, and look who's at the back line again. Maple the entire time. Pure DPS there.
Yep, saves the ult, knocks back Morning. Great team fight for them. Small gold lead, but a big numbers lead means they can end the game despite being down 1 kill. Congrats Flash Wolves in game 1.
Yep, very strong comeback for them. And we're going to head into game 2, where TPA get off to another strong start here. In the lane swap, lands the hook. There's the combo with Maokai, and Sword Art's going to give up First Blood.
Hooks him on top of a ward, too. Props to Jay for great Thresh play, but how about some vengeance? Sword Art wants to answer back, and his homie NL cleans the kill up.
Yeah, no matter how many times you die early on Annie, you got flash up, you're ready to go.
And the stuns are nice. Once again, poor Jay locked up. Can't really run away from this one. Karsa now the one to get the kill on this one. And Flash Wolves really crushing the mid-game. 5,000 gold up 30 minutes in. How about 43 minutes in, another big team fight?
Yeah, some very impressive neutral objective control from Flash Wolves this entire game. There's Dragon number 5, and they've got TPA on the run.
Kill after kill after kill. The cleanseless Lux couldn't get away from the stuns. Dragon 5 still on them. Flash Wolves go in for the killing blow. 44-minute win. 2-0 Flash Wolves. Good start to your season, guys.
Yeah, really, really strong at the beginning here. Let's see if they can continue it.
Well, after the first 9 matches of the LMS, let's take a look at the standings in that league. After winning their series this morning, AHQ is now tied with the Flash Wolves at the top of the table.
And the Taipei Assassins and Machi fill out the rest of the top 4.
Now let's listen in to the action from the mid-season invitational, where Kobe and I took on a bunch of pros in the real championship match.
That's right. So sit back and tune into the sounds of the game. It's time for mic check.
Yeah, everyone change your icon to the pyramid.
Pyramid? Pyramid?
Illuminati.
Pyramid?
Go, everyone get the pyramid.
Maokai?
Oh, you like Maokai too now? You like trees?
Yeah, of course. I like nature.
I like nature too.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Nature is nice.
Yeah, I like Dino as well.
You like what?
Dino.
Dinosaurs?
Yes.
All right, Freak, are you ready?
Yep. Crush some nerds.
Everyone go dance mid. We're dancing mid. Remember?
Dancing mid,
I'm getting top. Dancing mid, and then at 1 minute we kill them, alright? Okay. At 1 minute we kill them.
1, 2, 3.
Go. Nice. Okay, that was nice.
They never
saw it coming.
Caleb is missing. He's coming top.
Is he coming top in the
Why do you let me die? Why do you let me die? Wanna watch my binding?
Can you? You better hit this. You better hit this. Can you?
You ready? You ready?
No,
Yes,
no,
yes.
no,
Ready?
no.
Ready?
Can you?
Yeah, I can hit it. Watch this. Oh, Freak Diamond 3, dude.
So sad.
Diamond 3.
I think they're gonna tower dive you. I'm coming. They're gonna tower dive you, Freak. Oh, I'm almost there.
Oh shit, dude.
Good job. Oh, we can win. Yeah. So strong. Okay.
Worth it?
Fine. Oh, good.
Yeah!
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's not her.
Oh, come on, bro. Come on. Oh.
Watch out, Talon.
Yeah. I got another bind in 2 seconds.
okay,
You see this
okay,
shit? You see this shit?
Yes.
You see this shit? Alright.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. Oh!
You killed me. I'm getting killed. Oh no!
Oh, maybe I'm gonna die. Yeah.
Help me!
It's this one. Get the stacks.
Nice!
Yes, worth it. Okay. I got it. Nice. Yeah.
Good job. Yeah. Super worth it.
Okay. Oh, good job.
Nice, Messiah.
Okay,
I believe.
Nice.
Where did Huni go, man? I thought you were a friend, Huni.
I love CS.
Winnie, be careful. We're coming. Run this way. I'm on my way. I saw him.
You're okay, man.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Beautiful, guys.
Peel.
It's beautiful.
Peel me. Peel the carry, please.
See you later, Gary.
Peel the carry. I made the carry, man. Expect K.
Oh my God. Expect K.
Oh my god.
Leave it at 1 entry.
If those Heartless pros hadn't cheesed Xiao Xiao for first blood on Sona at 1 minute, we would have crushed them, Riv, I swear.
You were dancing in the face of the enemy. What else can you expect?
It's a friendly game.
On the other hand, at the end there, seeing Huni scream his face off, as he was running away from you, I can't help but think he does that in every Fnatic fight. So tomorrow is going to be awesome
Just
to watch.
all game
Which is
long.
what I'm just going to think he's doing, messing up the comms. So in the weeks since the end of the spring split, LCS teams have been making roster adjustments as they retool for the summer. And Kobe has joined me here to talk about the 3 biggest moves in the North American LCS.
Right. So, besides the 2 new teams coming into the North American LCS split, we also have a lot of changes to the existing teams. And these are 3 of the most important changes. At number 3, we have Gravity, who are bringing in both Move and Altec to replace St. Vicious and Cop. Now, Move is a guy, he's a bench player for EDG, who won MSI, so it's a very good team, and they were only allowed 2 foreign players, obviously, so they're gonna go with Deft and Pawn. So there's a lot of hidden talent here from this guy. He's also very good in Korean solo queue, and I tried to get more information by talking to Cop, who has moved to the coaching position, but all he would give me is that this guy is very good at League of Legends. So that's probably a good reason to pick him up. When you do lose St. Vicious, though, you're losing a very strong voice in-game, a single shot caller, so that may be something that they have to adjust to. I have also gotten confirmation, though, that he can communicate very well in broken English in-game and can contribute pertinent information to the shot calling. Now, Altec, he's going to replace Cop, and Cop actually had a very good split last split, put up some good numbers, and Altec's going to have some fairly big shoes to fill. Plus, you know, having to move around to support may have thrown off Altec's AD carry game. Speaking of supports, you know, Bunny Foof is going to have to adjust not only to playing with a new AD carry here, bringing in Altec, but he's also being trained as the shot caller to sort of replace St. Vicious. So that may, you know, shake up the bottom lane a little bit. Number 2 is going to be CLG replacing Link with both Pobelter and Huhi. Now, Huhi, he is still in Korea working out some visa issues. This is the guy that used to play on Fusion, by the way. So Pobelter is actually going to be the one definitely starting week 1. And Pobelter is a guy, he's been in the pro scene for a long time, even though he's really young. He's a great laner, but he's sort of had a hard time, got to relegations twice, you know, working on finding a great team with good support staff. He really prides himself on aggressive play, and that may return because he really trusts in his new teammates on CLG. He said in his AMA that CLG are just way better at everything than his old team, so he's very confident. Now, Huhi is a guy, as I said, he used to play on Fusion, and he may take over when he does get back. I've heard a lot of really good things, not only from his old Fusion teammates about his, you know, just overall game knowledge as well as shot calling, but also from his scrims with CLG. They had a lot of success with him. And it's definitely going to be an asset for CLG to have 2 mid laners so they can push each other. You know, as they say, competition breeds excellence. At number 1, though, we've got to be Incarnation, coming into Cloud9, replacing High, the biggest change that we've seen in a long time, to a top 2 North American team. And this is such a big change because these players are so completely different. High is such a team-focused and macro-oriented player. He focuses a lot on vision control and helping out the team. Whereas Incarnation, he has 0 competitive experience, and consequently, he's focused really heavily on the laning phase and carrying the game himself. A lot of hype as well for Incarnation was based around his ability to climb the solo queue ladder really quickly. Although, technically in North America, High is still rated higher than Incarnation. Now, a lot of that obviously is going to have to do with Incarnation practicing in solo queue, you know, trying to get up on the new meta picks in time for the LCS. And even if Meteos does take over the shot calling role 100% from High, which, you know, used to be sort of a joint operation, we're still going to have to watch Incarnation and those solo queue habits that can shine through. Usually solo queue players tend to take a lot more high-risk plays to try and get ahead because they feel that need to carry the game.
Well, we only have to wait a few more days to see all of this play out. I'm really excited. EU tomorrow, and then NA in only a few more days. Thank you very much, Kobe. Definitely a lot of new faces. We definitely have to keep an eye on this split. Now let's send it over to Freak, who is returning to check out your tweets.
Thank you very much, guys. You know, I wasn't really feeling like myself on the last show, but thankfully, I was able to regroup. I got to collect my thoughts, and now I'm ready to go. Everything's back on track. Here we go. Now, you guys just heard Kobe talk about the changes in the North American LCS, and we're going to talk about the European LCS roster moves in just a little bit. Due to all these player moves, this week we wanted to ask you guys which rookie player or player on a new team will have the highest KDA in Week 1, and for a shot at the PTL Hall of Fame, what will that exact KDA be? Now, just to clarify, it could be someone in the LCS for the first time, any player in like NBA Esports, any player in Origin, even someone like Candy and Piano who just didn't play last split. Obviously, like Reckless, Forgiven, Incarnation, those are all fine as well. Just pick those players, any of those guys. Send your answers to @LOLesports along with the hashtag PTL, and we will check your answers in the next episode. Now, while you send those secrets in, it's no secret that the pro players devote most of their time to practice and performance in the LCS. Laserbeams goes behind the scenes to find out how they deal with all that stress.
According to my recent poll, the average League of Legends professional athlete practices 12 hours a day, every day. With such a tight schedule, how do pros make time for other important aspects of a healthy lifestyle, like family, dating, and showering? I sat down with CLG to reveal the secrets and techniques they use to manage their busy agendas. I've heard that some pros have to practice 12 hours a day. Is that true?
Well, if you count scrims as practice, then yeah, pretty much every team does it.
How do you juggle such a taxing workload?
There's only one thing I'm juggling, and it's League of Legends, so I just kind of hold it. I can't juggle one thing. I need 3 things to juggle.
My pro gamer schedule is so busy, I have no time for blank.
Girls.
Are you dating?
Yeah, I'm dating League of Legends.
How do you make time for family?
No, I don't.
When was your last vacation, and what did you do?
Vacation for me, kind of weird. Most of the time I really don't want to do anything.
Took your mom to Disneyland last year. She really loves those Disney rides.
Must have been last March. I went to Hawaii.
March, huh? What was the exact date of that trip?
Something like March 30th.
That's interesting, because on March 30th of last year, you were also at a fan meetup with Team Curse. Now, how is that possible?
All right, this interview's over.
No. I think you're gonna need to explain yourself. Double Lift, how could he be in 2 places at one time? Something's rotten in Denmark. First, I stalked his Facebook, just as I suspected. March 30th, 2014, CLG and Team Curse fan meet and greet. Next, I hacked his cellular to validate my theory. What I found was shocking. While Double Lift was shaking hands and signing autographs, he was also banging Mai Tais in a tropical paradise. After 10 donut holes, make that 11, it was obvious. League of Legends pro athletes are now employing a strategy formerly reserved for presidents and political dignitaries. Body doubles. I must find one. Look! I'm gonna go talk to it. Hey, you, wait! Get! Where are you? Huh? He jumped the bed? Oh, God, we could have had him. I told you stop eating those burritos! Where do these doubles come from? Is it a rule that all LOL pros must have an identical twin? Are they clones or aliens from a parallel universe? I don't know. What I do know is this. The next time you meet a pro and ask for his autograph, you may not be getting the John Hancock you were expecting. This isn't an opinion. It's science. This is Laserbeams for 3 minutes.
And coincidentally, now we know how Doublelift gets rank 1. He plays with himself. Now for some insight into the European LCS, let's welcome Martin DeFicio Lunga to Primetime League. How's it going, DeFicio?
Thank you, Riff. Well, myself and the rest of the crew here in Europe are super hyped for the EU LCS, so it's going great.
Yeah, we are hyped to see it tomorrow as well. So we have talked about the biggest roster moves in North America. What do you think were the biggest lineup changes over in Europe?
I guess for me and the caster team here, the biggest change was that Elements finally decided to get a good support player. Crepo is no longer on the lineup. He's joined us on the caster desk, and that's super awesome for everyone here. We are very hyped to see what he can do, and I've already enjoyed my time with him the first few days. He's taking a lot of pictures of me. It's kind of weird, but I love the insight he brings to the team. But when you then look, I guess, at the serious stuff, the teams here in the EULCS, for me, we have to start with Gambit Gaming and the fact that they now have Forgiven as an AD carry, because that's a massive change. Pinoy and Eddie, they didn't look too good together in the laning phase, and that was a big problem for Gambit, especially if you look at like the playoffs. Forgiven, we know he's going to change that completely. He's a lane dominant player. He's probably the best in Europe when it comes to purely laning phase. Him and Eddie together can be a very dangerous 2v2 lane. We do have to see though how the Gambit lineup will work, because Forgiven used to play this 1-3-1 setup in SK Gaming like every single game, where he was just focused on like being better individually than the other players, beat them in laning phase, push every single lane. Gambit can do the same style with Caposhard top because he's such a good laner as well. But I want to see which style they decide to use here in the start of the LCS. And then we can go on to number 2. I just mentioned how Crepo was no longer on Elements. They picked up a new support because they are my number 2 big roster move here in Europe. Completely new lineup. It is once again built around Froggen. No real surprise, I guess. We've seen it time and time again. It's a bunch of hungry players with a lot of experience. If you look at Dexter, we look at Taps. Even JWoww has now been in the LCS. He's been around the pro scene for quite some years. And I want to see what this team can do, because it is a bit of a... it's hard to call the last chance, but it's a chance for Dexter and Taps to really show they deserve to be in the LCS still. We have seen them time and time again. I also want to see how Froggen and Taps work together, because when they played on Alliance in Season 4, they made it to Worlds. And it was a good mix of 2 smart players, where Froggen was the more passive-minded, and then Taps wasn't afraid to make some big plays if needed. I want to see if they can find that synergy again between these 2 players. And then, of course, we have to see what the new support Promiscu can do. He's laning with Taps. That's a good start, because Taps is very smart in the laning phase. He wants to dictate the pace as well. He wants to be the guy deciding what to do. That's perfect for new solo queue support, who has some good mechanics. Question is, though, Promiscu outside the laning phase. I mean, it is one thing playing solo queue. Another thing is stepping straight into the LCS. He's never played any pro tournaments. We have to see. It's a bit of a wild card for me. But then looking at the number 1 big roster move here, or thing we want to look at, is going to be Fnatic. I mean, all the hype is on Fnatic with the performance at MSI, but we are looking at Reckless joining the team here. He's replacing Steelback as the AD carry, obviously, and it is an upgrade in every way possible, honestly. I feel like Reckless is just a better AD carry, and it was like the weakest position for Fnatic. Like, if you look at their setup, they have a great coaching staff behind them. The team seems to work really well. There were questions often about Steelback and his performance in the laning phase. That should be somewhat fixed now with Reckless. We just have to see how they decide to play the map, because Reckless is not the same kind of like supportive, laid-back AD carry who just focuses on trying to clean up team fights like Steelback did. Reckless is a lot more focused on getting farm. He wants attention. He wants to be a carry. And that's not a thing they needed beforehand when they had Febiven, they had Huni. So you have to see how they manage to use 3 big carries on a team, and if they can manage to get the synergy working. Because if they do click, I think it's very safe to say that Fnatic should have a spot at Worlds and would be such a fantastic team to watch.
Perfect. Great stuff to Fishy, as always. Lots of changes as we see. And thank you for joining us. We'll be watching tomorrow to see how Crepo does in his debut.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome to see what he can do and see what the rest of the EULCS teams can do.
We'll be watching. All right, let's check in with Freak as Primetime League's Fantasy League of Legends Legendary League gets set for the summer split.
Welcome to Primetime League's Fantasy League of Legends Legendary League, the only league where I'm the best player and yet I still lose because somehow the bracket's rigged. What's up, guys? I'm Freak, your host, commissioner, and eventual winner of this split's PTL FL4. We've got a few new faces and a few returning ones as well. First up, the returning dominated players. The Imagine Dragons are back. Now, they got 8th last place last time around in the PTL FL4. And we would have relegated them, but instead we increased the bracket size to 11, so now they can take 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th places among the 4 of them. So congrats, guys. Welcome back. How's that for shots fired? Anyway, speaking of shots, we got Quick Shot joining us as well. Now, as we all proved recently, NA is in fact greater than EU, so I guess we'll just prove that again right here. What's the mid-season invitational? Oh yeah, that thing where I solo killed Europe's best mid laner 3 times. Yeah, that. Anyway, well, Quick Shot, welcome to the program. Next up, Gordon Hayward of the Utah Jazz. I know you've got some skills on the court, but I'm Steph Curry in this league, so not gonna be much from me. Next up, Dante Basco, welcome to the show. Rufio, Rufy, no way you're gonna beat me here, homie. Easy. Next, Rick Fox, welcome. 3 NBA titles and an Oscar. Very impressive, man, but you're not gonna win PTL FL4. Oh, he didn't win an Oscar. Oh, well, still not winning PTL FL4, so I guess it's just worse than before. Chandler Riggs, welcome to the show. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one important Chandler in the world, and we're not friends. Mark Merrill, Trindamere, president, co-founder of Riot Games, welcome to the show. I had so much smack talk prepared for you, and then I realized that I actually really like my job at Riot, so you'll have the trophy on your desk like later today. Oh, he did. He wanted to sound like a fair fight. Oh, my bad. Yeah, no, I'll fix that. We'll cut that one, we'll do it again. Yeah, take 2. Mark Merrill, Trindamere, co-founder of Riot Games, president of the company. Oh, it's gonna be a real close fight, man. I'm gonna crush you. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for the roster this time around. Let's get the drafting. The draft is gonna begin in 3, 2, 1, start draft now. So you have a 1-minute countdown to like see what the order is, and then Riv is drafting for Trindamere.
All right, I'm picking for Merrill, and I want to get fired, so I'm going to take my time. I'm going to go start off with a Dane in the mid lane.
Do I believe in Fnatic Reckless? I really, really do. Afro, Zion, and Smithy. That's a lot of trust, dude.
Yes, there's a lot of trust here.
They took SKT to 5 games, okay? You don't want to trust in Yellow Star?
Yeah. All right. Gee, ladies and gentlemen.
Great job.
All right, that's it for the draft. So now send it over to me for the presentation of the trophy to the real winner. Thank you very much, me. Now, before I present myself with the trophy for that incredible draft, let's take a look at the final rosters for this year's PTL FL4. Mark Merrill, letting Riv draft for you was probably the worst decision you've made since... No, actually, it's probably your worst decision ever made. Quick Shot, while you were on vacation, Stress handled your draft, and I think Stress is exactly what you're going to be feeling with that lineup losing every single week. Rick Fox, having your son Kyle draft for you, I see how it is. Just remember that I'm not only a player, I'm the commissioner of this league, so mind your manners on ringing. Dragons, naming your team the Penta Dragons, there's a term for that. Delusions of grandeur. Come on, guys. Look, guys, it's me. It's me. I obviously chose the best draft, so we're going to move on. Chandler, there's only room for one sheriff here, and your dad ain't around to help you out. Give me that hat. Gordon, there are no small forwards in this league, only small players. And Rufio, I have a feeling that you're going to be lost with those boys. I know, I'm hilarious. Hold your applause for afterwards. Now, after week 1, this commissioner is going to be a perfect 1-0. Now, while the other matchups feature the NBA stars facing off, the actors going head-to-head, and Mark Merrill muzzling Quick Shot. But, you know, why even play the games? As we saw from the draft results, I just go ahead and present myself the trophy right now.
Hey Frank, sorry to interrupt your fantasy, but I'm here to remember you that the last split, I was the one winning it, and that I got your trophy right here. So yeah, I got this trophy now to remember the face of a loser. Every time I feel bad, I can look at it and then smile and remember that once I beat the mighty Freak. And sadly, I won't be on the Fantasy League next split, so I won't be able to beat you again. But good luck for you, you will need it.
Face of a loser? Face of a loser? I had the most fantasy points earned. I actually drafted the best team. This crap was rigged. Homie, look, Peke, enjoy all that luck. You're going to need it with Origin, buddy. EULCS got a whole lot stronger. Hopefully we don't see you back in Challenger for your sake next split. But whatever. While Peke's busy trying to reclaim his LCS glory days, you can join me and the rest of the PTL FL4 in playing Fantasy LCS. Head over to fantasy.lolesports.com and create a league and draft your team, and do it ASAP. The LCS starts tomorrow. And because I love you, my Freakazoids, we've got 3 sleepers and 3 alerts to help you out in your own leagues as we start this split. First, let's go with the sleepers. Number 1, Cabochard. Not only is Gambit Gaming going to be great this split, but even last split, he was the number 2 top laner among the entire LCS of all 20 top laners. Number 2, this guy is great. Pick him up, pick up the rest of Gambit. Number 2, Freeze, 3rd highest AD carry across all 21, I guess, AD carries from last split. Copenhagen Wolves just tends to play long games, a lot of kills. Grass to Forgiven. Forgiven's great too, but Grass to Freeze. Also, Soren, the mid laner here from Copenhagen Wolves, 4th highest mid laner, 22 points per game. Great player overall. Put these guys in your lineups. If they're not starters this split, you guys are doing something wrong. These are all great players that are better than you would think they are. They should go earlier than you expect. Now, we also have some alerts to talk about. Up first for the alerts is Pobelter. Now, he's a great player, and I expect his new team, Counterlogic Gaming, to do well, meaning high fantasy points for Pobelter when he plays. But that's the problem, when he plays. CLG has already said they want to play him as well as Huhi in general in the split, meaning Pobelter is not maybe even going to be starting every single game, making him a risky pick. There's a bit of a 2-for-1 value. Huhi, similarly, maybe not a very good pickup as well when he's eligible because you can see them split back and forth with playtime. Makes him a bad fantasy point pickup. Also, Candy Panda on SK Gaming, honestly, I think is not going to be a great pickup as well. Though SK had a great spring split regular season, they dipped to 4 in the playoffs. They're probably going to go downhill from there. Candy Panda is, of course, a downgrade under Forgiven. And even when he did play in the summer split, it was only 18 points a game, very low for an 80 carry. Probably want to avoid him as well. But for now, we're going to send it over to Riv and Kobe, who still haven't been brave enough to face the might of my fantasies.
Oh, that's a true death sentence right there that nobody wants to encounter. And even though the summer is only 1 week in and we haven't seen the LCS yet, we already have plenty of amazing plays assembled.
Yeah, and in honor of their victory at the Mid-Season Invitational, we put together an all-Edward Gaming edition of the Penta. Coming in at number 5, Pawn conquered the battlefield with his Quadra kill.
They may find themselves a fight they don't want. Marin overheats right in the middle of it. Vengeful Maelstrom is just completely stopping hardly any damage from hitting Clear Love. Daft in a bad spot, flashed into the pit by himself there, and he's almost staying alive. It is Marin that's going to be able to take him down, but SKT has lost 3. Now 4 members in the Quadra kill for Pawn. Bang's the only one that's not there.
At number 4, Deft got us excited with his flashy Quadra kill.
Back, EDG are fairly low, but man, look at the damage from Deft. As he's just going to take down that poor little Sivir. Dumbledoge able to get the exhaust off, but Deft being the hero flashes over the Arctic Assault. Triple kill. Theocles comes back alive. Quadra kill for Deft.
The okie doke. Deft just like a matador right there. Sejuani runs right past. And that's going to be the game. Riding in at number 3, it was Clear Love with the Flash Snowball.
Aggro. Marin could go down here. Looks like Mako makes it out alive. Bengi is trying to do what he can to keep that aggro onto Clear Love and in range. And it is not going to be enough. One last caster minion. He is low, but he is not dead until he gets a snowball to the face.
At number 2, Mako shows us that the cow is greater than the wolf.
If they can keep finding SKT in between these turrets and isolating them, beautiful!
Wolf may not be able to make it out of this one alive. Too many members. Again, Koro is here for this one as well. And he starts to get himself going even more. That kill's actually picked up by Mako.
Timing the headbutt to interrupt the dredge line pull from Worf there secures the kill.
And hopping into number 1 was Koro's 1v3 outplay.
How long is he going to wait?
He's going in now. He's waiting for some more support. Wolf is coming as well.
Wolf should be able to get there in time. Very nicely done. Crowd control a bit stacked there, giving Koro time to move right away. But Wolf has the rest to finish this off. The wallop keeps him in place. Nobody else is roaming up here, and EDG's not able to get much of anything. Koro running out, dodges the timbers. He throws the boomerang back and gets himself a kill.
Great plays and a well-deserved victory at the Mid-Season Invitational for Edward Gaming. And remember to highlight pro-level Penta-worthy plays for us throughout the summer.
Just send them to us to @LO Esports with the hashtag #ThePenta.
And that does it for this first summer split edition of Primetime League.
Hold on, Riv. First, we've got to bring in a familiar face who has some big predictions to share with us in our last hit.
Greetings, believers! The Prophet has returned, and I have brought with me visions of the future. Lust Boy's Twitter account will be optioned by Hollywood and adapted into a hit ABC sitcom, unseating Modern Family in the 18 to 24-year-old demographic. The resulting fortune he makes will allow him to settle his lawsuit with John Cena. Aiden Zyrian Moon will secure a spot on Dancing with the Stars and will be paired with both of the Olsen twins. Also, I'm going with EDG to dominate the LPL, SKT to triumph in the LCK, AHQ victorious in the LMS summer split, and in the LCS it will be Fnatic and Cloud9 that emerge victorious. And for my final prediction, Freak will not win the PTLFL 4 Summer Championship, and you don't need to be a prophet to see that coming. Let it be said, let it be written, let it be clear that with these predictions come with absolutely no guarantees, warranties, or certainties. Prophet out.